bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all the...
Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to throw, it's Washington. Snagged in the middle, it's Gilbert. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to make the grab past the marker. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. There's some room. Quick step and go. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the red zone, looking for a space. Working the middle, it's complete. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Panthers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be asked the controls in this one. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only 1 touchdown pass. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Smith. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. And his throw is incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man on the right. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Takes it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Spins away from the defense. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Mobley. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots.
Finding some room. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well.
Touchdown, Irish! Great job by the back on the option. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll go to the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going to throw deep right side. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Running inside, it's Mobley. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Looking to throw, it's Washington. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Keep it on the ground. And he's dragged down. Following the play, there is a Pitt Panther slow to get up. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wants. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. At the 40, there he goes. Turns it on down the left side. You want to talk about changing field position. A huge play takes it down to the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception. Gives it on the option. Looking for more room. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Hit right back to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
On the draw, it's Mobley. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. To the air, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own. Converts on fourth down, still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. New set of downs after the completion. The option look. He'll pitch it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Looking left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Gilbert. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to throw again. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Complete in the middle. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The pull and throw off the RPO. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. Slings it downfield. It's caught. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Hicks. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Get it out on the screen. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Scanning the field, it's Montgomery. Going for 6. Touchdown, Panthers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, that was a huge touchdown for the offense there, just to try to get some mojo going here at halftime. It'd have been tough sledding here in the first half. Only a field goal before they finally got into the end zone. So obviously still a lot of work to do. You're still trailing on the scoreboard. But that's going to do a lot for their confidence, I think, before heading into the second half.
Number 9, set to kick this one off.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unloads to the wideout. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And it's no good after the miss. Still an 11-point game, guys. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what are you finding out about the latest on this injury?
Checking in with the Pitt head coach at the half. Although he did not have a full update, he did tell me their running back will not return to this game. They are continuing to...
Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Looking to pass, it's Montgomery. Lofts one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. And the Panthers want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hicks.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside and out wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Fakes to grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Panthers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Touchdown, Panthers! And here they come, almost all the way back.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
To the air, it's Washington. Makes the grab on the left.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. This time he wants to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Finds his man. It's Barres. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. On the option. He'll toss it. Could be an alley. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Now on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Inside the 40. The 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Panthers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that is a huge momentum-shifting play. This defense is always harping on getting turnovers, but David, they weren't satisfied with just getting the fumble recovery. They take it to the house, and because of it, they take the lead.
Man, huge momentum play for this defense, and now you got to get ready to go right back on the field. You took the lead, everybody feeling good. Go get some rest, because you need another stop, and you need to get the ball back to your offense so you can expand on the lead.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Bettis. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Terry. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Delayed handoff. It's Mobley. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Picks up the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Pocket breaking down, and they got it.
I'll tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or hide. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
They'll keep it on the ground. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. Makes the grab. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Flanagan. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. The run inside. It's Mobley. Got enough for the 1st. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Goes to the option. Maybe some room here. Headed to the end zone. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here. Down 1 possession late in the 4th. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wants to throw. It's Montgomery. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need to stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't get it, they're done. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Right back to the well. And he's in! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. They go to the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout called by the defense. 2:09 remaining on the clock.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Timeout called on defense. 2:05 remaining on the clock, so they're hoping to save a few seconds once we get to the 2-minute mark. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got
going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Montgomery. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, he can't hang on. And those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Motion from the back. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0